But the show is called, it's still called Cyrus, but we are open to suggestions. So, I thought Rubina is a good name, but they laughed at me and said no. Every time we start the show, our DOP walks out, which is so, just...
Okay, they just give up in like 10 seconds.
I mean, you feel like a failure. Imagine if it's Sohag Raat, you lie in the bed and your wife walks out. It's literally like that.
I'll be more surprised if I get a wife.
Yeah?
Right now, that's the
Okay, somebody else's wife, because you walked into the Sohag Raat. You being a waiter and stuff. This IVM gig doesn't pay enough, so you have to take on some night jobs. Masoom, welcome back to the show after a long time.
Hello, hi. Thank you for having me.
It's been, 6 months or something, I think.
Yes.
Yeah? Wow.
No, I think I was here 2 or 3 months ago. I came here after I released my videos.
Damn you. So it was in 2024.
Yeah, 24 Jan. After 4th Jan 2024, I was
he remembers
here.
the date. This will make me look stupid.
That's when I released my videos. So I know that I was here after
Okay, correct. So we were still doing the panel, right?
Yes.
Because I can't remember when Rishi took over. We had a coup, no? Spurge, poor chap. One day he was, driving a car, doing well. Then Rishi took over.
Did
silently.
Spurge go to beer biceps? It will be very funny if he goes.
Spurge is, at the moment, he's doing valet parking. But I told him, hang in there, work is coming. No, he's working with Kunal. Have you heard of Kunal Vijayekar?
Yeah.
This really good-looking man who does food. Oh, that's mean. I can't believe you're laughing. Let's do it again.
All right,
this really good-looking man. Now, Rishi is also, guys are disgusting. Yeah, so he's working with Kunal.
All right, cool. So he's still in your ballpark. You're still in touch with him.
Yeah, in fact, he sent me a message to ask about our TV show, what's happening and all that, because we sent a pilot to X people. So, yeah, he's always, I think he's looking for, I don't think he wants to work in the same place for long. He's already looking at that TV show that I can work there next year. So there are guys like that, huh? I've grown up with some guys who just can't stay in the same place for long. It's almost, yeah?
Yeah.
Work-wise.
Yes. Even relationship-wise.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. It's like, everything
it's like a mindset.
It's got a timeline.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so
once the monotony sets in, you need to excite things
that's
a little.
That's a good point you brought up. So you're saying it's not just about the job. It's the way your personality is for everything.
Yes.
Imagine he comes home, Masoom comes home one day, he's 16 and he changes his parents. He's like, Mom, Dad, out. Desai's, come. I'm just presuming. I'm giving a safe name.
Yeah. Desai is super safe.
Who was the neighbor when you were young?
D'Souza's.
I was a little bit here and there. Desai, D'Souza. Ho gaya.
D'Souza's.
So one of the criticisms apparently, I don't know why, when our industry is so small that it shouldn't be called an industry, the word criticisms and all, you think the entire market is involved with crores of people.
Everyone is hearing whatever we have to say as if it's of importance.
No, but it's so unfair because there are 9 people listening and 2 people criticize. That's just not fair market dynamics.
Who has criticized and what's the criticism?
So the point being that we don't, in the show, we don't do enough topics. It's a fair criticism. It's been going on for years.
All right.
Because I think there have been, Rishi, correct me if I'm wrong, we've done shows with no topic. But we're ready with the topics and not one.
Few of them were with me only, where I show up and I'm like, let's not do topics.
Yours is, first section is Masoom sex life. And okay, let's not say sex life, social life, because it's more than just sex life.
Yeah.
And which is a good way to start. You were saying offline that
I broke up.
Finally.
Yes, finally. She broke up with me. That's the truth.
What a beautiful gentleman.
Yeah.
Considering you pushed her out of the car while driving at 80. So you want to, since the people, your track for the people who follow the show is very different. They want to know about your personal life. They give a hoot about
my career, whatever topics. I think
career also, as long as it's around the personal life. Don't separate it.
Fair. Yeah. So now we have broken up. Now
this is the doctor. By the way, for those who tune in late, the doctor clinic family, very well established.
You remember, that's insane.
I'm not the only one. You'll be surprised.
Yeah. So we broke up. Now we are.
Is after you release the videos?
Yeah. She saw the views and she's like, boom. Fuck this guy.
Wow, sounds just like Aisha. So the marriage thing and all, was that the push come to shove issue? That was the last we heard of it.
Yes. She is like, I need to get married and I don't see stability in you.
No, so that was always on the cards, right?
Yes.
Because you didn't really want to get married. Let's be honest. We have enough proof on the... If you go to court, I can take a side. Because there's enough... You've not once said, yes, I want to get married. So at best, you said, let me think about it years later.
All right. Will this be a public podcast or a private podcast?
Well, the numbers that we have, it's somewhere in between.
Yeah, then I wanted to get married. That's the answer.
So she basically... It was a push come to shove moment where they tell you, ab bolo.
Yeah.
Batao or... Go forward or go home?
Go home, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm going home. My parents will find me.
And you're not coming home with me this
yeah,
time.
yeah. So I was like, cool.
Sorry to prolong the whole pain. It's like a pimple that you had to remove. But do you keep in touch? What happens
Yeah, we
next?
are in touch.
Oh, so then you're not broken up.
No,
This is bullshit.
we have broken up. We are seeing other people now. We are just on civil talking terms.
No, civil talk in terms of no meaning. Are you in touch or not? Civil talk in terms of if you're a normal human being, you don't say, hey, bhenchot every time you see your ex.
Sure.
So-
That's the feeling, but
No, that's true. But I'm saying, is there communication on a daily basis?
not on a daily, like a weekly basis,
Why?
once a week.
So what would you? Well, hey, I just went out with Shanti, and I must say, she's not a doctor.
What are these old names? Shanti Desai.
52-year-old man. Yeah, come on. Give me a modern girl's name. Huh? Akriti.
Shania Sharma.
Shania.
But I don't know any Shania. That's true.
Porn king.
I
Man.
don't know any Shania.
Yeah.
No, how are you? So she's leaving Bombay soon.
But why if you've broken up, why? How are you?
We never broke up on bad terms. We are just like, this is not working out, just not the right time. So
she's
no
leaving
bad blood.
Bombay. Sorry, you said
She's leaving Bombay.
because of the breakup.
No. She's just like, I'll go somewhere else and practice where there is more to learn. I think even for her, the monotony set in.
You don't get that she might be upset and emotionally you need that whole cathartic effect of being in another place to your world.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, go for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is she going? That's a good point.
I have no clue.
Okay, so she's just like Arabian Nights. Every week she'll give you a hint. Agla hafta. Pending.
Yeah.
It ends with a globe.
There's a cliffhanger
Yeah.
that I choose not to pursue.
Yeah. But you seem very calm and composed about the whole thing. Yeah, you know?
We broke up in December.
No, but nobody took it seriously because you kept breaking up.
That's also true.
But now you're saying this is like a 3-4 months have passed and so
Yeah.
this is a proper breakup. And no, now she's geographically breaking up.
Yeah.
That's a breakup, bro. There's nothing you can do.
I think since Jan, I've met her 4 times. Which is
Okay,
like,
why did you meet her if you broke up?
you meet just
You're
like,
having relations still?
are we banging?
What it means?
No, you meet, you go out for drinks.
You go
One second,
you go out with your ex-girlfriend for drinks.
1 second.
Bro, am I so old school?
You make someone your go-to person,
Yeah.
and then you can't just drop them like a hot potato. You can't do cold turkey.
Reverse EMI, I understand.
Yeah.
But if you don't do cold turkey, then they're still your girlfriend.
No.
What
they're
has
not.
changed? You're going out for drinks. You're still chatting. You're still in touch. You're still
We are not
asking for
holding
opinions.
hands. We are not like.
Okay, so the sexuality
the
you've toned
intimacy
down.
is not there.
Intimacy you've toned down a little bit. But that would happen every time you had a fight anyway. So it's just like an extended fight. You don't
Yeah,
know
but
if
we
you've broken
barely
up.
fought. Like we didn't fight as much.
Anyway, good thing is she's going. Thank God she's going. Now
Yeah.
you can tell us her name at least.
No, man.
She's in another city, bro.
No, she hasn't left. She'll be
IBM
leaving in
Ashu
July.
only goes to Mumbai.
She's leaving in July.
In July.
Yeah.
So she's waiting for the government to change. This woman, I tell you, so political.
I think the government isn't changing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it depends on state or center. You have to see what happens.
I've given up all hopes.
Really?
Yes.
You
I'm like,
move with her then. Where is she moving? Give me a hint.
the one option is within the state to a village because
Nagpur? Where is she going? Acha, village.
to a village. She'll go to a village because there's
She
more
wants to
do.
work in rustic surroundings.
Yeah.
She's so broken up that the only way out is agriculture.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
She'll be like, I'll go in broken buildings with no.
Where there's no nightclub, there's no chance of a stand-up comedian coming and performing.
She is not a nightclub person because she does night shifts.
Does she like your comedian performances and all that?
Yeah, I think that was the only thing likable about me now when I look back.
But if she's doing night shifts, how does she watch your performance?
So this is like a doctor scam that sometimes you are on duty, but you are called only when there's an emergency.
Right.
So you need
they're
to
on
be
call.
Yeah, they're on call. So you need to be in vicinity.
Yeah.
But because you have done the call in morning, you know kaun sa patient kitne emergency mein. So if you know there is no emergency coming, you just leave Navi Mumbai. You come
Firstly,
to Juhu, watch
you're
my
in
show.
Indian, it's called emergency. And secondly, and more importantly, that means while you're performing, the only phone that can go off and destroy your concentration is hers.
Yes,
Huh?
yes.
Because Mr. Mehta has had a heart attack. And,
Yes,
I mean,
and I've told
don't
her
mind.
keep your phone on silent. When
Yeah.
I'm on stage, I couldn't care less if someone's
We
died.
lost the patient, but it was a good gag. Yeah.
So
Okay. So enough of this. Let's not grill you about this whole subject. Her name one last time and let's move on. Sorry.
all right, I'll give you this. It starts with S.
S.
Yes.
We have
After-
45 minutes left in the program.
Yeah.
Let's keep guessing,
Yeah.
throughout.
Oh, people.
The obvious Shweta, Shanti. I've already done these.
Shanti or
Smita,
Shanti is my
Smriti.
grandmother's name. I mean, she's not there anymore. But
I was thinking you sound Parsi. Okay. All right, fair enough. Let's move on to the show. And now for the formal show, because we are trying to mix and match and make sure we do topics.
we do one topic.
I mean,
We do one topic.
we don't have to.
Cool. We do one topic, then we do one topic that we like.
Right.
We come back to
Which
one
is
topic.
names.
3 women contract HIV after getting vampire facial at Mexico spa. Finds US health body.
Okay. I want to go back to your names of your girlfriend.
Do you know what a
Vampire facial is.
Yes.
But I think you're like bullying now.
No.
You
So
can get an old person and you just take out phrases.
So the thing
I'll-
is, I had read it once.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that is.
Yeah.
So can you please explain?
1 minute. If you don't know and I don't know, then how the hell are we going to take the conversation further?
Rishi, pata hai vampire spa kya hota hai? Apparently, you take blood and then you put it on face and you hope it's like some plasma thing that makes you look better.
Whose blood, bud?
Someone else's blood, I think.
Oh, okay. So you take a stranger's blood?
Yeah, that's how you get it.
buy
If you take your
and
own
they
blood, how
inject
will
it,
you
they
get
inject it
HIV?
into your cheeks.
Seems like it.
But if they just put it on you, there's no way you can get HIV.
But what if
AIDS.
you have a bruise and the
Yeah,
blood
but they're
seeps in?
unlikely. These are women who have cuts on their faces. They're not Indian women after marriage with our husbands. But I'm just
What if you just had upper lip hair and you tried shaving and now you have a cut?
okay. So now you're really pushing the, and you really know our women. You're really making a statement here, Miss Shuma Svetlana.
It's their own blood.
Who's
Did you
that?
just search it? Alright, it's your own blood.
Okay, we've just done the research. We're always up to speed.
Wow.
But one sec.
This is like the Joe Rogan podcast, man. You
listen,
just pull things up.
You made a huge mistake. We need your girlfriend back.
Why?
We need medical expertise because it makes no sense to me. If it's your own blood and you inject it into yourself,
I think if she knew vampire facial, she would have done it.
if that's an insult if ever I've seen
I
one
mean,
coming.
now we have broken up. The
I mean,
stakes are
just-
very low.
This woman was so old. Yeah. Okay, but coming back to the thing, so then they could get it through the needle.
I
What
think
would be
that's how you get it.
Otherwise, it makes no sense. The whole thing. It's your own blood.
Did they use someone else's needle?
They shared one needle by 3 to save money. I've done it before. I mean, just you don't think these things through sometimes.
What were you doing?
Vampire facials in other areas.
Yeah. So
Huh.
they get HIV. Fuck this. I have a very interesting
That's
spa
it?
story.
That's your story. Your story has no legs. You just let it go. It
I
just
mean,
dies.
they got HIV now.
But have they really contracted HIV?
Yeah, that's what the article says.
Anyway, HIV can be controlled. It's not full-blown AIDS. You just have to take those medicines, and hopefully they're getting closer to a proper cure. So that's the good news. Now, next one.
Anyway, I was in Delhi. मेरे को ये Mexico spa से याद आया. There is
Mexico spa.
yeah,
Okay.
which is like some shady spa. I assume. What is Mexico
Fucking
spa?
racist bastard.
No, I'm not
It's
saying
okay.
because it's Mexico.
Yeah,
I'm just
obviously
saying-
that's the influence.
No, I'm just saying spas in India have a bad rep
That's true.
because
That's true.
that's how I meant it.
And in the north, it's called ISPA.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
always a little confusing.
So I was in the northern belt
Uh-huh.
performing, and I was at one of these places that have spas around,
Right.
and one of the women starts yelling really loudly. This is that fucking one in the night,
Huh.
and
Okay, give me a little more context. Which woman is screaming in the spa?
in the spa, one of the women
While you're performing.
who works there. Yes.
But you can hear it.
We were outside smoking. We were waiting for our turns to get on stage.
Okay,
So we
okay.
were just walking, loitering
Okay.
around. We hear
This
a
was
woman.
a scream of pleasure.
No, they were fighting. Then 2 men enter the spa. They start thrashing her up.
How could you could hear all this?
Yes, like very.
Ma
this-
Bengalis and all must have started.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
This was very loud. One of the comics tried interrupting, asking, "Kya ho raha hai ye sab?" They are like, "This is just a business fight. You don't need to intervene." And then the woman stops yelling.
Hmm.
2 people come out. They start smoking a cigarette. Then those 2 men who
Huh.
were fighting inside, they go in. They get the woman out. ऐसा कंधे पे हाथ डाल के.
Oh God.
While she's unconscious, they put a black cloth on her face and they take her somewhere.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this happened. Like I would. This is not like Chinese whisper second-hand story. I witnessed it firsthand.
She was dead.
No, she was unconscious. That's what I'm telling people. I don't know if she was dead, but
And you followed it through as a hero?
no. So they told me, don't intervene, don't get your feminism over here. इनके पास guns
वो
रहते.
feminism भी बोला?
Yeah, they are like इन लोग के पास
किसने बोला?
gun. The people like
Your bystanders told you?
yes, they are like don't intervene.
Huh.
They have guns and all, and these are shady people who are running parlor.
Is this why Delhi comics are dying by the street side? as we speak.
Who died?
I don't know because look at the locations. They put you on stage. A woman is getting beaten up right next to you.
Yeah. So I was like, this is super scary.
What motivation, but to be at your best. So how does it end?
This
No
is
idea.
how it ends. Like, we didn't follow through. We are just like, cool.
You
this
didn't call the
happened.
cops. Nothing.
No, I was told don't call the cops.
That doesn't mean you don't call the cops. No? If someone's getting raped or murdered, I mean, what are you going to do? So the death of empathy.
No, I was just told that this is someone else's private establishment.
So fear took over.
No, they said this keeps happening. So I am a tourist over there. The localite said these guys keep fighting. This is like a regular
But you
thing.
didn't ask them in perfect Punjabi ki natija kya hai at the end of
They're
this.
like, नतीजा कुछ नहीं है. तुम अगर इनका business interrupt करोगे या हमारा business बंद करवा देंगे. तो
So they're like gangsters.
yeah.
And so they have to just allow this to happen because there's women being beaten up and carried away in black cloths.
Yeah, and they are like, this is happening in someone else's establishment. As long as they are not complaining, you are nobody to intervene.
But don't they want to find out what happened to that woman? What if she's killed or something?
Everyone said this is like a regular thing. Don't intervene. She's fine.
I don't want to be insensitive, but I'm thinking that's more fun to watch. But not that we should. Not that we should. I mean, bro, who's going to watch a stupid comedian go up and say, Ek baat batao?
Yeah.
I was traveling in the Chandni Chowk. and- I mean, come on.
100%.
I mean, look at you.
If the woman is beating up the guy, I would pay everything to watch that.
So just to cut a long story short, there's no end to this story. They just walk out like in a bad Hindi film.
No, the end to this story is,
No, they exited and that's it. You don't know what happened.
no, this is how we ended the story.
Oh.
We just sat and hoped that she is fine,
Wow,
and we
man.
went on stage.
Oof.
We just made up an ending.
And these guys, the bystander guys from your side, the comedy side, they were not, their body language, there was no fear or worry that something will happen
Couple
to her.
of them were, but like most of them were like, we have heard this too many times. We have heard them quarreling too many times, so we are not.
So, again, because I'm old, they're like pimps,
Yes, yes,
literally.
yes. It was running under the pretext of massage parlor,
Huh.
but I was told that.
Wow. So now we've got a new sponsor. Wow. Ispas.
Yeah, I
This
was
is
like,
scary, bro.
this is
What if
super
something happened to that woman? I mean, I'm feeling bad for her.
Oh, 3 days I was super paranoid. I was like, dude, I really want
Where's
to
the justice? It's the comedian who should be covered with the black cloth and taken out. I mean, have you heard some of the shows?
100%.
Then-
Some of the comics I saw, I was like, I'll take you out.
Yeah.
For how?
And you don't need pimps to beat them up. I mean, anybody from the road should be allowed. It's really sad, yeah.
So, yeah.
Does this reality hit you when you're performing? And I mean, you're living in this world, it's like this 17 worlds of India. That one,
Imagine I'm getting on stage here and 2 blocks away, like
Exactly.
small blocks away, someone gets beaten up.
gets beaten up, and you sort of watch it like a movie. Because the
Yeah.
whole thing you're watching, and then they sort of disappear into the sunset or whatever, and then you go on stage and perform.
Yeah.
And you,
And you behave like nothing happened.
nothing happened. You entertain people, they all laugh. And
Also, these audience members have no clue that
clue,
happened
yeah.
outside. They are just like, oh,
So they go
everything
back. Suppose it's a good show. They all go back happy. Everybody's happy. But surreal, no? Right there in the same frame, but in the periphery.
Yes.
This
They
has happened.
crossed the spot where she was being taken from.
Bro, this is like suddenly like in 1920s Chicago or something. I mean, where were you in Delhi?
NCR.
NCR.
Yeah.
You're not giving us exact location.
Yes,
One of
yes,
the tri-state area.
Yeah, I have learned it the hard way that
Wow.
you don't give location.
But what if you did call the cops? Now let's play it out a little bit. Like as an anonymous tip, you call and just tell them ye jo ho gaya.
So
Yahan
the
pe ho
only
gaya, ye location hai, ye hua.
establishments open were that parlor and our place.
No, but any bystander could have done it. No, it does not mean that they have done it.
It's not a place where bystanders come because it's
Darshako hai na.
sure, but like again, it's from our side of establishment. You get what I'm
But
saying?
any spectator can say it, no?
Right, but तुम पे complain या तो हमारे side से किसी ने किया तो हमने किया
So
है.
you're saying even if it comes from an anonymous source, but it's come from the comedy club, they will go after the organizers.
Yes.
And then the black cloth will be used on that side.
High
So
chance.
do they have enough black cloth?
High
These are
chance.
questions.
High chance. They'll remove theirs. I don't.
Why did they cover her face?
I don't know. I think she
They
was.
beat her.
Must be.
Why do you cover the face? By the way, when you're arrested also, why do people cover their faces?
To not.
But the name is there, we can Google it. Now, what's the big deal? They always cover faces. You know, so and so's in custody and they cover
Yeah,
the face.
yeah.
And I don't get that. I'm like, this is your moment. Hello, myself, just one.
So where in Navi Mumbai where I stayed, there was a gangster who stayed close to.
Bro, what kind of life have you lived for a comedian? It's been the hard streets of Mumbai and NCR. Huh.
There was a gangster who used to stay really close, like within a kilometer's radius. He used to stay there, and like everyone feared him. Proper gangster with gun, has done kidnappings, extortions, all of that. So when he was kidnapped, his face was covered, but he had a photo with cops where he was doing this. And I'm like, you are not arrested. I know you will come
So
out.
that photo was a non-arrest photo.
No, it was an arrest photo.
But he's still doing this.
Yes, he got arrested.
He didn't understand. कि आज मैं अंदर जाएगा.
I think he was trying to say is मैं दूसरे बार arrest or something like that. But he was very,
he was giving directions to his gang. Come from this door.
Yeah, I don't know what
this
he was doing.
westernized expression.
But-
Victory.
Dude, his face was covered and he was doing this, and I'm like, wow, how is this?
Amazing. Yeah, but I still think, if you got 50 minutes of fame, you do one big crime or whatever, you might as well milk it a little bit. Now, what publicity are you worried about?
I
You're a
think-
freaking gangster. What's
I
funny?
think the crime was they kidnapped a kid, hoping that the kid's father is rich, and the father turned out to be poor. So they got angry at the kid and they killed the kid.
Oh, God.
Either this was the crime or if I remember, the other version I remember is the kid got scared कि ये लोग मुझे मार देंगे, तो बच्चे ने गन उठाया और खुद को मार दिया.
It's a comedian with us. It started out so well, the show. And
It was one of the two. And this is like fucking...
hey, kala kapra hai? Let's get rid of this guy. Oh, God. What a morbid story, bro. You don't segue, man.
I mean,
You're
I
worse
did
than my
segue.
wife, Aisha. It just goes from one topic to the other. We don't get a warning.
One second. I'll give you the segue. There was Mexican spa. Then we went to spa.
You know, I thought this is going to be the funniest story ever. The Mexican spa, and then you tell me how, this kind of, the nightlife that's there, which is in italics and all that. Then you went into battered woman, abused woman, gangsters. You all are victims. She's a victim. You don't know how that ended. Then you go to a gangster in your part of the world in Mumbai.
One second. See, how
and
you
the
are
kid
segueing.
dies at the end, man.
How you are segueing. That's the segue. That's how my brain worked.
I'm just feeling, what a tragic. I'm not going to vote now. I'm so upset.
Not that your voting is changing anything, I must say.
Of course it does. I'll decide who's winning and I'll join that party. All right.
Yeah, what's the point of voting if your politician gets to join the other party?
Well, if that's a fabulous point. And for the first time in India, we literally can see that the secularism of India is safe because the politicians don't care. They'll switch parties, right? So that means they don't really care about anything.
Right.
As in, there's no hatred also, right? It works both ways in a reverse way. Because if the politician really hated X people, he wouldn't leave and go to the next party.
Right.
Which means his entire philosophy is based on nothing.
Right.
So that shows the secularism is alive and well. Because if they don't really care and they don't really hate, they're just trying to win. It's a bit like
it depends what you do after winning.
How does it really matter? Because their intent is not to be malicious. Their intent is to win for themselves. So when you see that as the criteria, you
I
should
never
say,
thought of it that way.
why are we
Yeah.
causing tribes to fight and all that? F it. This guy for 15 years abused that party. Now he switches and talks about the greatness of the leaders of that party and abuses this party.
Yes.
I mean, it took him 30 seconds.
Yeah, and they're doing it in an age where all the previous proof is there online.
there.
Like, I can see you
Did you see
like.
that Kejriwal video? Where he goes on the greatest Indian television channel ever, and a gentleman called Arnab Goswami, and he says this is when he started that Aam Aadmi party. It was just more like a movement, not a party. And he said, I would never stand for elections. In
Yes,
English.
yes,
It's in
yes,
English.
yes,
It's not even in
yes, I
Hindi.
remember this.
I will never stand for elections. I will never canvass, and I'll never become a chief minister,
yes,
or whatever.
yes.
Very clear, and it's there. And then now he's in jail fighting all this nonsense, whatever, whether it's fabricated or not.
But it's funny that between Kejriwal and Arnab, we are surprised that Kejriwal flipped. Everyone saw Arnab change.
Yeah.
From-
Arnab, you're right. The first year was very different.
Yes.
After the 26/11 attacks, that's when he became famous for the guy who
for
was
doing the 24/7 coverage.
Yeah, he was, and there, the patriotism was acceptable because we were being attacked by terrorists,
Sure.
people were dying and all that. But I think, come 3 months later, and there's a problem with water in Baikala, and you say the Chinese are responsible, then
Yes,
you've
yes,
gone,
yes, yes,
it's not, the
yes,
narrative starts going a little perverse. Now,
Yes.
I tell you, there's no water, and there's no water because the Chinese, the foreign hand.
No.
We know the truth, ladies and gentlemen.
No latest antics, right? After drugs do, mujhe drugs do, he
Yeah.
hasn't done something that.
Wow, that was a fantastic line.
Yeah, he just went nuts.
I think there's an actor trying to escape. Many newscasters are stuck in this body of newscasting, and there's an actor which should be allowed to have a chance.
I haven't seen him at any news conference gatherings. Do you know, like India Today Conclave? मेरे को ये सब में वो नहीं दिखता है.
Yeah.
I think he's just.
He gets mobbed also, no? But he's there at some of the events which are organized by the center. I've seen him. Yeah, and I remember Prime Minister mentioned him by name. How many guys does he mention
Really?
by name? Yeah.
Prime
And
Minister.
bashfully, he was smiling. Prime Minister made some funny joke about him, nothing bad. And he was like, I think he was making fun of his Hindi or something like that. It was some
Yeah, that's when he's peaking.
peaking.
Yeah.
Top of the line,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
But you're right. No, India Today conclave, we won't see him. Unlikely.
Yes.
Yeah.
He won't go to those places.
No. Because he's actually, like I said, what I noticed of him, having met him a few times, he has two personalities. He switches on camera. He's really sweet.
You've met him.
I've done a whole flight with him. To Bombay to Delhi, we chatted, and he's soft-spoken and he's polite.
When was this? Like,
Some years back, but he was already this big. I mean, he changed the face of news journalism.
yes.
Everybody we were talking like this, like, ladies and gentlemen, and suddenly he came on, and now it's like, there's a bird, a pigeon on the 5th floor, and he's shitting. You know, I mean, it just changed.
So off camera, he is very well
Very
spoken,
nice,
sweet guy.
very well behaved, very well mannered. He talks very respectfully. He's very different. But in the news studio, he went berserk. He was a different
He
guy.
knows that'll get eyeballs.
That's one way of looking at it. But there's also like a personality switch. Some people have it. Like I dated a girl who was a man. Like,
On
she's a
camera,
girl,
off
she's a
camera.
girl with me, and then she'd go out and she's like a man. These things happen. Yeah.
I know someone who used to work in his research team.
No, so there he was a tyrant. In the Times Now and Republic office, he was known to be very
Yes.
alpha and aggressive.
Yes.
Which many editors are across the world. It's not like a new phenomenon. But the thing is, he switches completely after that. He's just very well behaved after that. You can't believe it's the same guy. It's like they have twins. You know, like I came with Kush, but love is very, I mean, it's like, it's just a switch.
Love Kush were twin?
Bonti, love Kush were twins, huh? Bro, don't get my Hinduism shouldn't go wrong here, bro. No hope. And the three Hindus in the studio have no idea. Look, I'm a Man City follower, says Rishi. Love Kush. Oops.
Love Kush were twins.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that bad. But anyway, why we digress to Arnab? I don't know what we were talking about.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Terrorism. No, gangster.
What a correlation. So unnecessary. Yeah.
Just trying to find a segue.
But I hope you've written down this whole story of yours for your book. Because this is a fantastic, not a fantastic story, but it's surreal. That you were about to perform, and then,
Yeah. And
this
then
happened.
I kept
And
going.
then you continue. The continuing part is the madness of the world.
I was just getting I went there the next 3 days to perform because
my
they
God.
told me come and do
So
spot.
you all didn't discuss this incident after
We
that?
did. I've been discussing it every day
So
since.
they didn't try to find out, is that woman okay? They might know who she is.
They're like, we saw her again. She looks fine.
Oh, they saw her again.
Yeah, that's what
Why
they're
you mentioned
telling-
that? That's
No,
happy ending.
one second. That's what somebody told me. I didn't see her.
Yeah.
So I'm not going spreading around.
So this is
rumors.
our version of a happy ending. In Thailand, it's different. Here, the
Yeah.
happy ending is the girl came back.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's a huge difference in cultures.
Yes.
Yeah.
The girl came back.
I apologize for making these jokes because I don't know if someone's suffering. I feel really sad.
We don't
sometimes.
know, no names given.
I know.
It's a very vague story.
Don't you feel like almost grateful to be you?
Yeah.
Because your world is a little different, and then you
Yeah.
see somebody else's world is so different. It's a little scary. Yeah. Like the other day, I was sitting and looking at, trying to get a look at Kapil Sharma's world, and it was, you bastard.
What a lovely world.
What a lovely world.
Where were you?
No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't be allowed anyway next to him. Yeah. But we will take a break, apparently.
Oh, there's a break.
And we've done one topic.
Yeah, we have done one topic. That's insane.
So we can get one or two more. And
Yeah,
I'm sure.
done.
We'll squeeze
There are
them
only
in.
like 5.
Can I tell them what you're doing for a...
Not yet.
You can't discuss.
Not yet.
You can't discuss. You can discuss a woman who was beaten, battered, and missing, left, right, and center. But you can't discuss about.
I love
what
all
he's doing.
the batting puns you slipped in over there.
Well, I guess it's not even funny. It's just the vulgarity of the world we live in. That's
Yeah.
the way it is.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take a break.
Yes, go for it.
Why are you looking there? You got your camera here.
Oh shit, I forgot. I was looking at Rishi, man.
I mean, it's like a moron. We're so poor. We have one camera, so all the guests are here. Abhi jawab de do. Ah.
break. Let's take a break.
Wow.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcasts Network. On Has It Aged Well, myself Abbas and my co-host Urjita are joined by film writer Pratyush Parasuraman to talk about 2007's Savarya. We discussed the film's distinct visual style, the debut performances of Ranbir and Sonam Kapoor, and the clash of this film with Shah Rukh Khan's starrer Om Shanti Om. On all things policy, Sachin Kalbag and Sanskriti Menon, Senior Program Director at the Center for Environment Education, discussed the urgent need for transformation in Pune's transport infrastructure. Folks, if you like our shows, spread the word, tell your friends, and don't forget to rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. Follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You'll also find all our shows on youtube.com/IVM Podcasts. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week: Omidyar Network India, IDFC First Bank, and ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund. Thank you for making this possible.
Masoom is in charge of the show. We're back after the break.
Cool.
We've got a lot of critics writing in saying, give us a topic. Let's pretend it's live.
Cool. Should we do the same topic again?
You should, because we haven't done justice to anything so far.
Alright, this is a very interesting one.
Never say that, bro. Then there's nowhere to go.
No, this is very interesting. Tanmay Bhatt sets record straight on his estimated net worth as 665 crores.
I read this article, but they refer to him as Hat. In the article, the B was missing here and there. These people don't do due diligence. So suddenly I'm thinking, and Hat says that is not true at all. And I was like, who's Hat? Then I figured out the B was missing.
Oh.
Because the guy who's typed in a
Tanmay
hurry
Hat.
or whatever, yeah. It couldn't be him. Why would he do that?
Yeah, clearly that guy's never making 665 crores.
I
with
think
that typo.
I think that's one of the AIB boys who doesn't talk to the other AIB boys. Who's taking away letters. Yeah, I'll destroy him. Yeah.
Yeah, but Tanmay refuted saying that it's nowhere close.
Well, what is the figure?
665 crores.
665. And he's much more, right?
He-
Now, Tanmay gets carried away with a black cloth. I want to watch that.
That'll be a big bang.
Oof. Like, who's beating him up? We'll have to see.
Too many people. I
Is
can't.
it?
I mean, the political
But
side.
is it true he stopped performing or something?
He performs on and off. I saw him like a
No, as
month
in
ago.
stage performances he doesn't do anymore?
I saw him in Habitat
not-
Green Room like a month.
Not mujras and all that. I'm talking about proper old-fashioned comedy, bro.
Yeah.
You've got to mix up your sex and comedy that you do, you know.
I never mix my
You went
sex
to
and
NCR,
comedy.
there's sex happening on one side, your comedy on the other side, and there's no justice anywhere. Back to Tanmay. Huh?
Yeah, he said it's wildly off.
How do they make these figures up? Even they Google, some on Google once, my figures was some millions. Not 100 million, but it's a ridiculous figure anyway.
Really?
100 million is true. This is like this is all, like, I don't how is it Wikipedia? I don't know where this.
Can you search Cyrus Brocha?
Now, because of the way our podcast is going, they brought it down drastically. But coming back to the thing, so it was 665 crores. And what is his actual worth?
That I don't know, but the way Tanmay addressed it, I think it's way lower.
I think the question they should ask him, does he still sleep with Ashish Shakya? That's the question. Yeah. No, but way lower means what?
It can be 200.
200 crores.
Yeah.
That's not bad for a comedian end of the
Dude,
day.
sure. The gap is 400 crores. That's why it's a big gap. But 200
that's a
crores
fair
is,
point. That's a
200
fair point.
crores
yeah.
is still a lot.
Itna to nahi hai, but 200
Yeah.
crores. Wow.
Dude, if I see a 200 rupee note, I'll still wait and pick up the note.
do they
Forget
have
200
200 rupee notes?
Is there? I don't know.
I know. I get 10 rupee coins and I keep multiplying it till I reach 200 and then, then I return it back to my piggy
What
bank.
is the... There is a yellow colored note, right?
What kind of Sindhi are you? You don't know the denominations.
I'm very bad with...
Money?
Yeah, I'm extremely bad with money. I haven't been making money lately and
Haven't been or have been?
I haven't been making...
I heard you have got a very good gig with a
They haven't paid.
friend.
I haven't gotten paid for it yet.
But you will get paid.
Sure.
Well, this is Vijay Mallya all over again.
I really hope
You're
not.
an air hostess. You're stuck in this lovely elite airline and you're not getting paid. Is that your story?
I really hope not. So what if they drop me midway? They are like, this is doing so badly. We don't need a creative
Let's see the
person."
contract.
I haven't gotten
They still
one
have to
yet.
pay you for work done. It may be bad work done, but still work done.
So they got me on board on Saturday. Yesterday was a Sunday.
Of last week, huh?
Yeah, yesterday was a Sunday. Today is Monday.
Wednesday.
So today is my first day at work, and this podcast comes out on
So
Wednesday.
don't be cocky.
Yes.
It's your first day at work.
Yes.
We've seen where you worked before. Where you
Yes.
worked before, a lady got beaten up, put in a black cloth and taken out. And you don't even know if she's alive. And you have to go back and perform and do jokes.
Yes.
Because the nature of your work is like, wow, what a happy world.
Yeah, and I addressed it on stage. I was
You
like,
did?
if-
You
yeah.
spoke about it?
Yeah, I vaguely addressed that something
What
like
did you
this
say?
happened.
I'm dying to know.
Something of this sort happened outside, so if you don't laugh at my jokes, I'll do the same to you. That's what I said.
At which point the two pimps who had come back were like, great, yaar.
So they didn't buy it. They thought I was joking कि बाहर ऐसा कुछ हुआ.
They live in that area. They're the ones who should know about it.
No, so this is like a very shady side to that area.
Why did you don't know where you pick your gigs or, no research?
So it looks fine from outside.
True. It's like those hotels we book now online.
Yes.
Like
yes.
in Singapore, we had a lovely hotel.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So I went there assuming
Fair.
it'll
It's
be
too late
fine.
then once you're there. I shouldn't be critical.
Yeah.
Once you're there, you're there. You can't do anything.
Yeah, also I can't be unprofessional that now I'm not performing.
And then you have to wait for the black cloth because there'll be only one. So if they don't like you, we're like, madam ke paas hai abhi thoda time ke baad.
So anytime someone disappears for a smoke, like
It sounds like a Hindi film, but no? The way you've described it, they put a black cloth, they take
yeah,
her
I've
out.
never seen anything
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Also, I've never heard people casually just drop कि इन लोग के पास gun रहेगा तो इन लोग
But
के
the
साथ
worst part is the fact that your neighbors, your guys, the comedy guys are
choose
like,
to keep mum.
no, nahi, ye to hote hai. You know, just the thinking, like,
Yeah, just
like
being
the
numb to
acceptance,
this.
the acceptance, like this
Yeah.
is just normalcy.
Yeah,
You know.
but I was like,
Yeah. Oof.
you know better.
Well,
I've never seen this in Bombay though. That way Mumbai is. Mumbai, Bombay, both are very good.
I've seen people die in Mumbai, but the point is, for this to happen openly, I think would be more difficult in Mumbai.
You've seen people die in Bombay.
In where I live, there was a shooting where the vegetable.
Yes, you told me this last time.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we saw one. I mean, that's enough. You shouldn't have to walk. I mean, you grew up in streets of New York, this, that, Harlem, whatever. I mean, how many do you see?
Yeah.
Like Mike Tyson said, I saw death every day. I was like, really? I don't know it's death every day. You know, I mean, that's too much. Yeah. Like you wake up, you go.
too many people
oh,
dead."
Jose, dead. Oh, it's too much, man. Really? You really think that happens? I mean, there are crime streets and there's little pangas happening. And all,
Sure,
but
sure.
it's
People
not-
get beaten up,
They
stabbed
get
and all
beaten up,
that.
they get threatened. Just the bad body language. Oh, that's my relatives.
Bombay, I just watched like regular things. People getting slipped off Activa. मैंने Carter Road पे देखा. Somebody was doing rash driving. They were doing one of those stunts where you
Yeah.
just put the stand down, sparks come off,
Yeah.
and then he just crashed into a
On
car.
pace, they do it.
Yeah, they do it on pace.
Yeah,
While
yeah,
the Activa is moving, they try to hit the stand
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
All sparks come off.
Correct.
They try behaving like Batman,
Yeah.
and then his vehicle slipped. He went and crashed into another car. He got up and took off immediately. Like that guy just ran for his life.
That's like the Batman.
Yeah.
Because you can't catch him.
Yeah.
He just runs the
Yeah.
moment.
He just ran, and I was
Can you
like,
imagine what happened to Batman budgets? Activa mila. Batmobile. Activa without helmet.
nobody tried stopping that guy. They're just like, ये Carter Road पे होता है.
Wow.
If you park your car here, you deserve being crashed into.
It's part of the subculture of
Yeah,
Carter Road,
this
Mumbai,
is
I
what
guess.
we have to offer.
When I was a little younger, Wally Seaface was famous for that. For the stunts and all that. Because people would, and nobody in the area, they always come from Vashi or something to show their,
Sure.
you know, this is where we'll show your pace and all
Yes.
that. The motorbikes racing each other.
For me, that was Marine Drive Saturday. Pizza
So Marine Drive, they started putting Nakabandi and stopping them.
Yeah, you're
But
not
then they
allowed
moved
to
Wally
sit there
Seaf-
post
yeah,
11.
Exactly. So Wally I think so, no? Why are people sitting on Marine Drive at 11 doing nothing?
But isn't that a public space? How do you get to decide who
It
sits
is,
there?
it is, but it's not like man and woman on a date, and I'm not against gays, but it's always just a bunch of men. So after some time, you know,
But there are
it's
also-
a horrible look for the city.
Sure, but there are also a lot of homeless people who don't have a place to sleep.
Homeless or homeless? What are you trying to say?
Wow.
Be very careful. It's a line.
Homeless people.
Yeah. No, so they're not attacking. I mean, they do also obviously.
Yeah,
attack the
I've seen
homeless.
them hit people.
But it's these groups of men who have nothing to do, which was us in college.
Yeah.
We would hang around one jeep. Somebody had one kid would have the money for
Yes,
a Maruti
yes,
Gypsy
yes.
in our time in the 90s, and then the 9 of us who don't fit in that
Yes,
were holding on to
just
different
shoving.
all that, and they just hang on. The smokers are smoking or looking for things
So
like
what
pav bhaji.
happens to the hawkers who sell cigarettes, massage wale and all?
Their business works in the night, bro.
Yeah, they go out of business now.
What do you
because
think
nobody's
comedians
there.
do? You think you live off gigs? Abbas and Silvery till
Still
today,
massage.
every weekend massage.
Foot massage.
They-
All the footsies they give over
No,
there.
what they do is they massage each other to begin with, you know, to entice people to come. Abbas lies down, Silvery goes, and then people walk in. But not so successful so far. Let's see how it takes
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Is that what he's directing?
I'm sending them to NCR. I'm saying the future is in a ISPA. Let them both go there.
yeah,
Right. Huh.
I would really like to go and check what happens to these massage people on Marine Drive.
Oh,
Like,
you're talking about the ones on the beach.
yeah, not on the
The
beach.
open massage guy.
Yes, the
na?
open massage.
So he massages you.
But now
Or
that
is
there
there a
are,
happy ending? Oh,
No,
to pata nahi.
depends. I've been offered one.
But it's in the open thing they don't do it. I would not. I
So-
don't know. That'd be extra. It'd be really extra because then, ladies and gentlemen, आप पेश करते हैं happy ending, and then some music in the background. You know, चोली के पीछे क्या है?
I
चोली
think
के
they take you
पीछे-
down to the rocks. So I've seen people go down to the rocks
Wow.
to do things.
Your life is very different from mine.
What? How have you
And I
not
live in
seen
that
this?
area. Nobody goes down to the rocks.
How have you not seen
The
this?
moment another male tells another male, let's go down to the rocks, that's when the other male should be like, boss, our relationship is over. I need to go home. What the fuck? What is he?
Dude,
Bro, you're scaring me, man. You're scaring the crap out of
I
me.
have seen people go down to the rock.
This is for sexual favors.
I don't know. I just saw two people down there and I'm like, I'm not peeping, not knowing what is happening.
And there's no winning in that situation. Because if you
Yeah.
see it, you can't unsee it.
Yes, you
You're
get
stuck with that.
traumatized. And
yeah.
what if you end up liking it? You're like, can I join it? So, I don't want to take that risk where I'm like,
Yeah. I switched sides because, man, Monday night at Marine Drive.
yeah,
these things
opposite
happen.
intercontinental.
Yeah. But we've discussed this on the show many times. I don't like being massaged. Firstly, by men.
I've never gotten a massage, for me to know.
Yeah, but you have to relax a lot, which I can't do.
Yes,
Right? So
yes.
there are these guys who just lie around in the clubs and all that. I've seen them. And the master does his thing and they're so relaxed. They're just like bulbous flesh. It's like literally like dead flesh.
Do you get stiff? You're like too conscious?
I ain't like you touch me. I'm
Are you
super
ticklish?
reactive. No, I have high stimulus issues, yeah. Like parasympathetic, sympathetic issues in the body. So I react very fast. I overreact to everything. Like when my wife said, shall we get married? I was like, no! Immediately, instead of just saying no. So I think I'm just not cut out for, personally speaking, for massages.
I think I should try once.
But first try with your own hands. If I get bored. I'm like, oh, boring.
But giving yourself a massage is anyway boring.
Not masturbating. I'm talking
That's
about actual
also very
massage.
boring. After a few
Somehow
years.
I still I retain a little fun in the latter, but I can't. I mean, it's a difficult thing to. The massaging experience is not for me. And I've even tried the females massaging you in Thailand because we did an event where it was part of the event. So they paid for all the dealers there, and there are all these women who are doing massages.
With happy endings.
Well, that was left a little open-ended because there's money involved, etc.
Sure.
So they've already paid for the massage, but they've not necessarily paid for the happy ending. So that's like a negotiation.
All right.
Yeah, so I was like, they massaged me and it was a very nice experience, but I was ticklish. So they probably thought I'm gay because I just kept shifting. All the other Indian men were looking at each other and talking in Hindi and all to each other and saying, ye dekho. They're doing all this. It was horrible.
Oh my
It
god.
was just, we don't know how to behave.
So 1 second, that means the women giving massages
So
knew that they were
finished
being
the
spoken
event,
of.
and then these girls were there, and then it was open outdoors. Because it's not a no culture, no? It's an open culture.
Sure.
So yeah, it was whatever, and people there were drinking and they're all men, all dealers. Yeah, the type of people you don't be stuck with for more than 6 minutes.
Right. Not getting a massage for sure. Like, don't get a massage.
And the conversation becomes so sexually deprived after some time. Then you wonder, this is what happened to your life, and this is who you are now. There.
I'll get one massage and like.
But the only thing is that you don't have to pay for it. So that's always an enticement.
I have to, or you don't. Like, you don't.
At that point, you didn't have to. That's why one
Right.
landed up doing it. I'm speaking in third person because I don't want any legal issues. Yeah.
Is that the only massage you have gotten from a woman in life?
So girlfriends and all have massage, but I don't, and I pretend to like it now because you don't want to insult anyone. Especially if the cricket is on and you're trying to watch the game.
So I just like keep doing this while I
Yeah,
watch.
just take your time.
Yeah, none of my girlfriends have given me a massage.
I think you should get the massage then.
Yeah. I think I'll go back to my ex and be like, give me a massage.
For final,
Yeah, this is like the closure.
this is like,
Yeah.
this is, what do they call it? The big one, and then it's like,
Yeah.
get out of your system and it's over.
The final one.
Does she watch the show?
I don't think so.
Okay. You think you could go back to her because you don't sound like you're done with her?
No, just for the massage.
I don't know. That massage could lead to something.
No.
It does normally. Lots of people massage each other because it's like foreplay.
I am aware. Yeah.
I just softly, I'll tell you, Rishi and Abhisa Benchon. I came early morning, came here. One was massaging the other. And it was a fully different Rishi and Abhi, sir. I mean, they were so gentle and loving and...
How much of this did you watch? It seems like you watched quite a bit.
I watched-
It wasn't a glimpse. You
I
just stood
watched till
around.
my own unhappy ending. I have to tell you.
You just stuck around, it seems
I
like.
did. I felt this is the best we've ever had in terms of guests. So yeah, well, anyway.
One last topic. How much time do you have? Oh, we have lots of time.
Last topic. You mean second
No,
topic?
third last topic.
Okay.
I think you must have seen this video. Pune man quits toxic job, dances to dhol beats in front of ex-boss.
What's
you-
this? This is not the Ajit Pawar story, no? Because he left the old job and then
No,
was-
no.
that would be wrong. I apologize. Yeah. Huh.
No, I saw this video. I I saw this on Reddit. This guy said the job is very toxic. Fuck this job.
So he's recorded it.
Yeah, he recorded like a piece to camera saying that the job is toxic. Fuck this job.
Good.
Then next day, it was his last day at work. So वो ढोल लेके गया office के बाहर and he starts playing the ढोल and he starts dancing. And the ex-boss comes out and he gets angry and starts yelling at everyone. He starts abusing people. And then they celebrate कि ये job छोड़ रहा है. They try getting him a new job or they gift him something. That this is
Who's they?
His friends.
What kind of level job is this?
I have no clue. He just had a toxic job.
Could it be like doctor, the whole thing?
No. Sales or bank. It seemed like one of those. He
had a bank job.
It
He
seems
takes a
like-
dhol into the bank and
He was wearing formal clothes. He wasn't wearing casual chappal and all.
so it could be like our jobs.
Yeah. If this is a job, then sure.
It's a job which society needs, which people look up to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And did he use bad language at the boss?
No, but the boss did use bad language because that was beeped. His face was blurred and his language was beeped.
No, because he was obviously insulted by the whole drama
Yeah.
and all the colleagues were all cheering.
Yeah. Would you do that to any of your bosses?
But the level of frustration, I remember there was one guy in MTV who changed all the settings on the computers, the passwords and all of everybody. Very
Without
good.
informing people.
He quit or he was asked to quit or whatever. So the next morning there was people all
Wow.
they couldn't figure out what to do and all. I mean,
So funny. So
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, it was so it's similar. It's like I'll teach you a lesson sort of thing. So yeah, but this is more like satire.
So
He's
funny.
made his point.
Sure.
I'm okay with it. What's the
Sure.
big deal?
Also doesn't do any harm to
How come he
business.
gets in? But if I try to do this, the security would never let me in. How does he get in? Or he got
Oh,
in
this
and
is
then did it.
outside. This is outside. It's like one of
But if he's
those.
doing it outside, why did the boss come out? He should have let him do
He
it.
called the boss out कि बाहर आओ कुछ बताना है. And then he.
Oh, nicely done.
Let me
He
explain
played
it to you
him.
this way. Yeah. There is a grocery shop. It's always on the ground floor.
Mm-hmm.
You just call the guy sitting at the gulla out and then you start dancing in front of him. That's
Hmm.
how they did it.
It's not a bank.
I mean, it seems like some glass
He's formally
foggy
dressed
door.
and he's working in a grocery
Some,
shop.
that's an example. I'm saying like it's like a ground
Okay,
floor.
so anyway, so he brought the guy out. So that guy came out thinking his last words or whatever.
Yes,
Kuch to
yes,
bolna
ये
padega.
last
He
day
must
है.
have thought that I have to say nice things to this guy. He's demotivated and
and
unhappy.
then he's like, अच्छा मैं job छोड़ रहा हूँ, and then he just starts dancing, बजाओ बजाओ करके.
It's not bad, yeah. The guy should be more sporting.
Also, it does not do any damage to business, so you don't get to get
Even
angry.
if it does, he's allowed to express himself. Why do people get so touchy? You see, while you work for X person, you follow their rules. If you're not working for X
It's the
person,
last day. You're still working for them. He really hated his job for him to be like.
I would say Vibhushan, but you can start with Padma Bhushan. He should get something out of this.
I think
Really,
he should get a new job. That's what
he'll
he
get a
needs.
new job. I'm sure there'll be enough people.
Going to be a fitness trainer.
He's
Oh
going.
yes.
You don't know your research. He's going to be a fitness trainer.
Yes. I
Yeah.
told you he got some gift from his friends. I
Yeah.
think he got dumbbells and all.
Also, here's the story, which you've not told us, is he already got the new job lined up or something, and then he does, I'll teach this guy a lesson. I think that makes more sense. Then he's got nothing to lose at all because he's already, the future sort of taken care of, and then he decides to give this parting gift. Now, we don't know how bad the boss was, but the boss was Maben calling him every day.
100%.
Demotivating him.
100%.
There's some bosses are terrible.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at Abhi sir bench because he's our boss. Yeah.
Where did I read the news?
You know, there are bosses who just demotivate people by just saying all the wrong
Somewhere
things.
some boss got killed.
Bro, you and your killings. Now, please don't tell me they put a black cloth over the boss and took him out.
No. Some guy was harassing their junior and the junior got angry and stabbed the boss. ऐसा कुछ तो.
Will you leave NCR, come back to Mumbai?
This was somewhere in Bombay, outskirts of Bombay.
Wow. Masoom, I don't know why you're a comedian. You should
Dude,
basically be doing investigative journalism.
I just like reading about trauma. That's
It
what
looks
I've
like
realized.
that.
Yeah.
No wonder you broke up with that girl in the end because she's a doctor and I heal people. You want to hurt people.
Oh,
You just
she
want a
gives
hurt
too much
story.
trauma. You have no clue.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me more. Now be honest, was it her in NCR?
No, I wish.
Oh,
No,
don't say that. Take that
no,
back.
no.
Take that back. Huh.
What?
Our data analyst is saying
Yeah,
it's in-
you're very fast, man.
so this
Sword लेके आया था.
Yes. See.
in Bengaluru.
Yeah, he got a sword.
And he sliced the boss.
I
mean,
would
like-
do that.
But with a sword, it's so primitive. So he took the.
But your rage needs to be that high for you to be
Okay,
that-
here's the other question. Where does he get a sword from?
Some people have it at home.
I'll have pyas and aloo and wo kya piche? Talwar. Give me one.
Don't you have a sword at home?
Well, the wife says, yeah, but I don't want to use words. Yeah. But really, do you have a sword at home?
No, but I have people who have swords at home.
Who has swords at home except Sikhs and Kurgis who are allowed to carry weapons? Nobody has swords.
No, you have it as
If you're army culture or something and you have those because of your, where you come
Heritage.
from. Heritage. But normal job guy at a bank, why does he have a...
What if your grandfather
Name
had
this
one?
guy who has a sword.
He is Sikh. That's why.
So that's okay. So that's part of the culture. I'm saying, generally speaking, there's a lot of people won't have.
All right.
swords
What
at
if your great grandfather had a sword and you are like, "Mujhe return nahi karna"? Does the government ask
home. If
for
your
it
great
back?
grandfather had a sword, you would have no great grandmother. That's why we don't keep it in the
No,
house.
that's how he got a great grandmother.
No.
Threatened.
Okay, either way. Yeah, fair.
He couldn't get
तो
one by
ये
himself.
सब generic बात है. We're not talking about your grandmother or great grandmother or anything. People take offense sometimes, yaar.
I keep forgetting you're looking there because your camera is here, and
I love the way you look at the back. It's like we brought a guy from the road who's got a lot of talent, but he has no idea about technology. तो उसको बताना पड़ेगा कि ये कैमरा क्या है, ये लाइट क्या है, ये स्क्रिप्ट कहाँ है, ये कौन है, वो कौन है.
I keep forgetting. I have a camera for me over there.
The whole show to your armpit. Wow. I hope you have a good right profile because that's what we saw.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure there are people who did not return. So, aren't there people जिनके lineage में guns था और लोग ने guns return नहीं किया?
Then वो अलग बात है. They have those coat of arms and all because you have some army background or whatever. So they have guns. You'll have that set up guns or whatever. But there's got to be a reason. I'm saying a guy who's a businessman from Rajkot, suddenly, it doesn't make sense. Why would he have a sword at home?
Can't you have a sword for safety reasons?
It's a little primitive, no? You'll keep a gun and get a license. What you're saying is if they're burglars, you're brandishing your sword. Jai Ram, Aja! And, I'm just being safe, I don't know. I think it's stupid because the burglars come with guns and you decide to go 17th century. You take out the sword and they're like, really? It'll be like Indiana Jones moment, bang.
Sure, but
Wow.
to each his own.
This is a good point. So you will vote for whoever allows you to keep a sword. That's
Yeah.
clearly, that's what I'm
Yeah.
getting out of this
Yeah.
whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, between gun and sword.
What about the written word? That's the most hurtful of all. Use that as a weapon.
I don't think it hurts.
Go to the urinals. See what they write there. Can you pee this far? I'm like, bhai, kabhi? Kitna time hai? Haven't you seen those meters? The guys, they put, can you pee this high and all that?
Really? I've never seen this. What urinals
I've
are you
written
using?
it. Public urinals, school urinals, hotels, no, now they're very careful.
I have seen numbers and all,
Yeah.
which is... Were you aware? I'm sure you're aware of this.
I remember one urinal had, here's your mother's number. Man, urinals are great places. I spent a lot of time there, yeah.
मेरे को ये बहुत लेट पता चला when people say for beanbag call XYZ number, that's like for prostitution.
Bro, you're the spa expert.
Dude, I had
तेरे
no
को नहीं
clue.
पता तो किसको पता?
I had no clue. This and rickshaws with that Dhinchak light, those rickshaws are for...
How big you think the beanbag industry must be? They're across north, south, east, west of India, everywhere. Beanbag must get into that market.
Yeah,
yaar.
I always wondered who are these desperate people trying to sell beanbags on the wall.
It's been going on from, there must have been beanbag metaphors around last 500 years.
Who came up with that beanbag metaphor? That's what I'm curious.
One of the greats, probably in parliament.
Calling women beanbags.
It's not necessarily women, it's a woke culture here. It
Sure.
could be anything.
Sure. Calling human beings.
Not just human beings.
No.
You can sell cucumbers, watermelons, anything. Whatever makes you happy. Not us
Yeah,
to judge.
but beanbags.
Chalo bhai, our show has almost come to an end. So do you want to
Cool,
quickly do the
last
shortest topic? We have 2 minutes.
Cool. This is also very interesting. Will stop functioning in India if made to break encryption of messages. WhatsApp to Delhi High Court.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I think they'll withdraw. They'll be like,
No, but also I believe they sent the High Court a WhatsApp, which was ironic. This will never come back. Just be careful.
Yeah.
But we have to stop telling them what to do now, all these things.
yeah, also, what's the
But we're not
point?
the only country who does that, by the way.
Really?
There are a few countries who try to do the strong arm. You won't even know the strong arm tactics about...
I'm sure all the first world countries like US and all, they will try to...
Absolutely. The biggest joke, and I'm not trying to protect Indian government ever. The biggest joke is to think that propaganda originates in India.
Yes.
This style of functioning
Yes,
where you're
yes,
being,
yes.
Big brother and all. It's not. It's all
Yes,
over.
yes.
The checks and balances that the government uses to make sure that they have the better advantage in the situation is across the board, man. So the more obvious ones are like Putin or whatever, and you can clearly see, it's open. So the democracy, they hide in the democratic garb and curtain of democracy. Ki ye sab, we are all, above board and transparent. Everybody takes
Are you allowed to
advantage.
criticize Putin?
No, I'm not criticizing Putin.
All right.
Yeah. I didn't know you spelled Ukraine with a U. I mean, there's so many good things that have come out of this also. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
But our thing, now that you brought it up, because one of the last things we did before they took our show off the air after 17 years was on Ukraine and Russia. And the thing is, our stance, and this is not a joke, this is a true stance, is that we are with both. We are the only people who go around the world saying we are with Ukraine and we are with Russia. We're really non-aligned. Yeah.
We don't have a stand ki ye sahi hai, ye galat hai.
No, our stand is that we are with both. We hope for peace. We are with
All
both.
right. So our stand is peace. Our stand
The
is
Western
not both.
world has gone completely against Russia and pro-Ukraine. And
Yes.
some of them sending arms like UK, US,
Yes.
France, etc., money, etc. And packages and fights in their parliaments. Should we not? We don't. We are with everyone. We are with everyone. And actually, there's a genius to that. Because, there's no dog in the fight ever, but you're never against the dog.
Against anyone. Yes.
So,
yes,
you're
yes,
good.
yes.
You're good that
You're
way.
always pro-peace,
Yeah.
regardless of
Yeah.
who's fighting or dying.
Correct. And you're always propagating that, boss, बच्चे लोग खेल रहे हैं, तो we told them not to fight. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
हम लोग
It's
तो
a
बोल दिया,
genius.
ये लोग नहीं सुना, हम लोग क्या
Exactly,
करें?
it's a genius. And you continue
Yes.
to trade with everyone, wherever
Yes.
it's possible. Trade should not get affected. Because, boss, we've never
I
gone
wasn't
against
aware.
you.
Our stand was
Our stand is impeccable. It's been there this is not a BJP stand. The stand is there from the beginning.
Once again-
Everywhere, we will find a way.
so even the
Non-aligned.
Middle East ka fight, we have no.
Even there, we don't really take strong opinion. Obviously, nobody wants Gaza to be bombed
Sure,
non-stop
sure.
and kids to be killed, blah, blah, blah. But we've kept everybody happy. We've not gone one-sided. See, most of the world is one-sided. You have the
Yes, this
very
is wrong or that
anti-Israel
is wrong.
or the establishment in the West which is saying no, Israel has to be supported. We are like Shah Rukh Khan ka latest film kaun sa hai?
Yeah.
We immediately go to the next point.
What is Shah Rukh's kid doing? That's
Yeah,
our
exactly,
stand.
absolutely. Something like that, yeah. You watched yesterday's match. Can you imagine Netanyahu having a conversation and we're like, wo sab theek hai, but did you see yesterday? Arey, last ball finish.
Did they play well?
I don't know, you're the guy who should
I
tell
have
me.
no clue, man. I don't follow
Your
sports.
favorite game?
Not at all.
Name 6 Mumbai Indian cricketers. Go.
Rohit
One.
Sharma, Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah,
3.
Pollard.
Pollard is not a cricketer.
What?
He's the batting coach.
Oh,
Tere
all
kuch
right.
pata nahi.
1 second. Ishan Kishan.
4.
Uh,
We're under pressure.
1 second. I need 6, right?
We are
Two
under a
more.
lot of pressure. Massage karna padega.
Uh,
Go
Ma-
behind beta.
Is Malinga still bowling? I think
No,
Malinga
you
is not there.
can't. You can't just choose people who aren't playing.
1 second, but they used to play at one point. That's how I
That's not
remember
good
them.
enough.
Yeah. I'm
This
thinking.
year,
I'm thinking.
you Pollard and Malinga have retired. They are there in the backbench, but they are not playing. Then
Cool.
cool nahi. Do और है. Time's running out.
Tilak.
Okay, you're struggling, but I'll give it to you because it's half correct. You should give me the full name.
That's how people refer to him as Tilak. So that's how I know.
That's like saying this guy's called Singh. Give me the full name.
1 second. Our Prime Minister is known as
Okay, no,
That's it.
no.
That's how I win the
no,
argument.
Down. It's okay to talk about NCR and murders. Last,
Cool. Wait.
I've given you 5. With Tilak, I've given you 5. Huh?
Cool. Polling order.
Bro, offline you told me that, and all that, and now nothing. You give me Malinga and Pollard.
I remember. Nah, I can't think of. All right. You give me names.
We don't have time in the show. We're not such a bunch of imbeciles that sit here and guess names of cricketers
No.
for 1 hour.
You
and
give
then-
me the names of people who are playing so that I can be like, oh, मुझे याद था बस याद नहीं आया. Like I've heard the name. Like,
Okay, I'll give you 2 names. Raju and Ramu. Now, which one of them is playing? You don't know. All right, we've run out of time, but thank you so much.
All right,
It was
thank you
excellent.
for having me.
Your
This was-
morbid humor is always appreciated.
Thank you.
Say bye to your camera.
Hey, bye, camera.